Hello. So I have another example of Bing chat shenanigans that I wanted to document for posterity. And this is a good example of just try stuff out, see what happens. And it's funny, I have seriously thought about doing or putting together a course on prompt engineering for Bing chat, but and I have actually shot like a pilot episode, which I don't think I'm going to upload, because I think the best advice I can give is just try stuff out. Just dive in, try stuff out, and try some ideas, rearranging the prompts, rearranging the wording. That's actually the best course I can offer is, get in there, roll your sleeves up and experiment with different components. But if I get a lot of requests for a course at some point, then I might consider taking it further and putting it together. But just try stuff out. Anyway, today I thought I'd give something a go, and it's connected with images and using Bing Chat to describe images on the web, and it's pretty amusing as to what happens. Appears to be a massive amount of creative license, basically just making stuff up. And but also what's interesting is how the hell I even got here. So I think it was last night I went on to Album of the Year, and if you've ever used Album of the Year, you'll probably know that there's this handy feature. So obviously you can go in and look at particular years, and then from the drop down you can choose a genre. Now, as you may know, what you get here is a sort of subset of the genres available. The genre list is much longer, and in actual fact, you can go in through various ways. You can go in through the genre and then drill through the years, or you can even, once you know what the number and the genre bit is here, you can sort of hack it for different years and just create your own URLs. So I was playing around, and I was going into 2023, looking through the list at some of the darker stuff, obviously, and I suddenly I had this memory and thinking, well, I recognise the band Mork from somewhere, and then I realised it was a podcast I'd listened to a couple of years ago, where the main person behind Mork, because it started out as a solo project, well, it still is as far as my understanding of it, and that he just uses like touring musicians. But it was really interesting because he interviewed various people around the scene, and a lot of these people he knows very well. So anyway, I thought I'd dig a bit deeper, start listening to some stuff, and I was really intrigued by the cover of the most recent album. Right up my alley. So you probably wouldn't tell by my apparent demeanour, but it's. I'm trying to think of that other really cool one. It's the Mirror Reaper album cover. Yeah, that's right. I'm trying to even remember the name of the band that did that. Anyway, I digress. So let's get back to the job in hand. So what I thought I'd play around with this morning, as you do, is what if I took the URL of an image. So what I did here is I'm always picking images that come off of band websites. My logic being that they tend to be slightly better resolution, better quality as a consequence, and also interesting to see if maybe it determines some other stuff from just its location. So the basis is this. So the underlying prompt is this. Can you describe the image at the following location? Don't get too excited, because You'll see in a moment the wheels start to fall off of this. I got quite encouraged at first, so I tried this one. See what happens. Of course, second time around, we could get different results. But after I tried this, things went a little bit downhill. So let's try and reproduce this. So see what happens. So it's giving me information about the artist. Okay, so it went into a bit more information about the background. I don't know why I'm coming up with adverts for bedding. Okay, fair enough. So let me just try this again, just to see. We'll try it a few times. It was a bit more descriptive about the image in question. But you can clearly see, oh, here we go. Oh, this is it. So last time it was on about hole in the ground. Okay, so it says, it looks like a dark and gloomy seam in the forest with a large hole in the ground. There are some trees and branches around the hole and some roots hanging from the edge. The hole seems to be very deep and mysterious, and there's a faint light coming from the bottom. The image has black and white filter, okay, and the title Diphet, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, is written in white letters at the top. The image gives a sense of horror and suspense. Well, actually it's at the bottom. I don't see a hole. Anyway, so I then took it a bit further. So I thought, well, let's try another one. Let's try this. So actually I've already got it ready. Let's do that. I'm just gonna make it lose its mind. So it was actually at this point that, yeah, I realised that it was just making stuff up. So just hold that thought. First time around, it actually asked me if I wanted to produce a similar image, which was super funny. Okay, so let's go for something a little bit more, well, I suppose well known. So let's do this. So this is the, again, just taking this off the website for the band. Okay. See what happens. So what it seems to be doing is making some degree of educated guess. Iron Maiden written on their foreheads in black. I don't think so. So then I thought, well, let's try a really simple image. Okay, a little lamb. Now this one was off of Bing itself. So let us see. Okay, same question. Okay, the image is a photograph of a group of people posing in front of a large statue of a lion. The image has sunny and cheerful atmosphere with a blue sky and green grass. 7 people, 4 men and 3 women, wearing casual clothes and smiling. no text or logo on it. I don't think so. Anyway, I just thought it's always good to document the bad and the good. So yeah, I just thought that would be an interesting Bing chat experiment to document on YouTube. Thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I will catch you in the next video.